Jemba slili apa. We didn't actually get to a conclusion. Yobana, should I say this? Is it not going to get people as much as it's gonna get people to see? Oh, let's go back to that to that interview and see what he said. But obviously, this conversation that we have now is gonna make people wanna go to that video and check it out.
Hey, it's your boy Coffee, man. I'm out here in Cape Town, Ukuleto, Barcelona, Machocho, Bengla, in a pole. South Africa, man, we're back with another one. Namhlanje we got Difunu better this time. Diga fan singala mini kero session. I'm so sorry about that.
What happened?
Samora ma.
Okay. Now I remember.
Yeah. I'm so sorry about that one. I'm so sorry, man. Otherwise, Granta.
Cause Kalazo time. Munjani
the grand nam. I'm so fresh. Ish. Kuti nonje and getting stress from load shedding. Load shedding in Petendlan, man.
Niyavota kaloku nina. Niyavota, so I don't really have a voice because I don't vote, so I just take it as it comes. Yeah, I can't no fun pickies.
Like as a content creator, I fake to
Am I really a content creator?
Huh?
Am I really a content creator?
Samora, bye guys. Okay, window only king.
Yo.
Dive from Po and the idea kumano in this gobel.
Yeah, yo. Guys, I'm not really I can't really box myself in and say I'm just someone who just loves arts, someone who loves creativity, someone who just wants to explore easy, I'm not a jack of all trades because each jack of all trades is a knower of nothing. So I am not a jack of all trades because I don't know most of the things that I venture into, but in the Zama because I love exploring his into. So him, if I feel like I have an ability to do something, I do it.
Yeah. So let's talk about the upbringing, like Zalule and stuff, like Wakulelapi.
Okay. Ndizalelwe kwilali ekuthakuseldeke ebhizana but ndikhulele apha eKapa eNyanga elokishini endala.
Dangerous like
it's not dangerous. Abantu abaninzi basame ngalawe bayikasi dangerous but yona ndawo endibonayo ngathi stoti ngoko esaphasileyo ilowa. Ingqingqingqikele but anyways ndikhulele eNyanga but I've moved around from Stellenbosch to Delft.
Okay, bukohlala by ekhaya man.
If you know the orphanage home is Awazawa. Have you seen it? Yeah, so that orphanage home was my grandfather's house. So he studied law and agriculture. So wayehlala eKromari khona iplaza kuthiwa kuseKromari. So after he finished law and practiced, he moved to agriculture, and then wayengumuntu who oversees izinto ezenzeka eplasini pha eKromari, and then after some time wakhetha uthenga indlu elokishini, so wahlala pha ekhaya mnandi. So the upbringing there was nice, yonke to such an extent that I was always curious to find out umuntu xa esithi ulambile, not like ukulamba as in isisu sigrawulishe, umuntu xa esithi ulambile. I was curious to find out nobuthetha ngantoni until the brother decided, you know what, I'm selling the house, you guys have to move out. This is me, my grandmother and my siblings. So sahamba sayohlala eNyanga. Sorry, dama ndayohlala eDelft. Sayohlala eDelft because umakhulu wami RTP. So ndafunda eSimunye High. From grade 9 until grade 12. Yeah, that was a culture shock, moving from ungayazi indlala injani to sharing tea bag niba yi5 xa uvuka ekseni uba kuqala umakhulu kuze umama kuze mna fortunately ndimdala kulandele kulemnye kulandele omnye yabo if utye isonke ekseni uzawutya ngolala ebusuku.
That's Domo vibes.
Yeah, legit. And then I decided to come stay with my grandmother in Nyanga. and then when she passed away, I was left with the house. So I inherited the house. So the property owner, guys.
Don't list.
Yeah, I don't know these English words.
But like I know you do go back to a Stellenbosch sometimes, but at Delft, like, do you have the same relationship with the Stellenbosch? Besides going straight to the property, but like ukubuyela even in the area, like olhlobo uthanda uyangalo Stellenbosch.
Are you asking this because you know my personal relationship with the Delft?
No, I don't know nothing. Serious.
You don't know anything?
No, nothing.
Okay, my personal relationship with the Delft ended in 2019, 25 December, when my brother was shot dead. I don't see Delft the same. Yeah, so I've always considered it Delft as my home because that's where I matriculated. Yeah, that's where I started doing poetry. That's where I would run from Delft to Nyanga to play soccer. Yeah, I've always had a relationship with Landau and its people, the family, obviously, but 25 December 2019, when my brother was shot dead, Landau, my youngest brother, when he was shot dead, Landau, I've been to a Delft twice this year, and so I don't have a personal relationship with the space. It's yeah, but that's a story for another day.
To be honest, Nyante, I'm like, I know the story, ne?
Yeah.
Up, but I never knew about where it took place.
Oh.
So I'm sure now you're shocked.
Yeah, I was like, so yeah. I don't really.
Like the first time I know you, that was through Repetwah. Tell me about Repetwah and like how did it start, Bekoban and stuff.
Okay, so the backstory to Repetwah is Nyanga, but I remember there was or still is a music and poetry group called the Lingua Franca. Oh, those people were doing amazing things when it came to mculo, poetry, but I was never in a position of, okay, I wanted to be part of Lingua Franca, but I was not going to wait for Abantu Lingua Franca to be like, yo, you do poetry, we want to involve you in this thing. Like, I saw what they were doing, or like, fuck, this is dope. I want to have something like this. So I met a couple of gifted people, Michelle Fani, Ayabonga Solani, Anovuyo Tetani, Utamzi from a KTC, Umzonke, Balifani Katamzonke. Light ehlala estratweni sam, Hulumeni, dlala keyboard. And then Unkosazana, who's now in Joburg doing a film. She studied film and she's doing big things in Joburg. So I met these people and we just discussed, but yo, you do poetry, you can sing, you can play the keyboard. How about we start this thing? I think this was 2015, 16. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Serious, da?
Yeah. I was still.
Because like now, when I first saw you guys, I thought like you've been together for a very long time. Because it was around that time, like 2016 something.
Oh, is it? Yeah. It wasn't a long time, but we so I formed the band, but like we didn't know what to call each other. So because we liked doing covers, we do Onomvula or Sam Smith, those kind of songs, and then I would come in get poetry with Nkosazana. So what was different about us was that Lingua Franca mainly focused on doing a poetry as course, whereas Tina we could do poetry as English, Afrikaans, so we appealed to a lot of people. So not saying Lingua Franca doesn't appeal to Abandabalis, but like our reach was higher, so we started doing Londo, but Sasingenagama. So Aya is currently in Turkey or Spain, I'm not sure. I think in Turkey. He's doing big things. He's doing big things through his music in Turkey. was like, nah, since we fuse imiculo yabantu, we can call each other Repetwah, but not like the same way you spell Repetwah. Repetwah spell and I spell, but it sounds like repertoire. So we were like Repetwa. So Repetwah. So I formed the band alongside Ababantu. We've obviously had people who came in and out, but initially it was meant to be a movement, so that if Kofi can play the guitar and sing, and we have an event, and the event suits his styles like Kofi, we speak to Kofi, yo Kofi, would you like to join us on? But the core team was always now Michelle, Anovuyo, Damzi, Uaya, and Light Hole. Yeah.
So what would you say about like some of the greatest highlights when you were like doing as events as a Repetwah performing around?
The greatest highlight for me was actually watching this magic being formed through individuals that have different backgrounds, number one, who in the past 2 years or so didn't even know each other, but we became family. And within the short space of time that we spent with each other, I watched Onkosazana venture into the film industry in Joburg. I watched Aya no Michelle being part of the Clash of the Choirs, and this is like a competition of provinces, and they were on the top 3. I watched them go to Spain, come back, give space for abanye abantu that would love to be a part of this. And like even I don't know, I've never told about this story. Zoid.
Yeah.
I feel like vocal Zoid was born because of a Repetwah, but it takes someone with a strong mind to do Indonesia. Zoid wanted to join a Repetwah, and he was friends with Uhulu, who plays the keyboard, and one of the band member was like, no, his voice doesn't suit our style, therefore he can't be part of this, and he formed his own band called the Royalties.
Yeah.
So, and from that he exploded. Unfortunately, what happened to him happened. But I feel like Uzoid was going to be something for the books, especially in South Africa. But my highlight was the fact that I watched these individuals moved from being on Clash of the Choirs, Idols, Top 16, abanye by Spain, come back, Turkey, one is going to go to Greece, abanye, they are doing big things in Joburg, and also creating brother and sisterhood relationships with abantu that I never knew were going to be a part of my life.
I'm sure those situations, the brother and sisterhood, they always came through when you guys were doing rehearsals, because I used to watch his status and across night that's what I liked about the Repetwah. They take performance very serious to the fact that get rehearse and get ready for whatever performance you have to do. Gelo pressure. Like, tell me about those experiences to host those kind of different moods, different egos.
So through that process, diphelelwe zimpahla, diphelelwe kukutya, diphelelwe sisidima, because I formed this band, so I had to be the manager of the band. For the longest of time, I actually got to a point where andikwazi ubhala, because I was managing ingqondo is different to mine, and fortunately, because of what I studied and what I was practicing at the time, it helped me understand that when you are working with individuals, is different. You have to take yourself out of that position of being an artist. You have to understand where they're coming from. You have to know when to market them. You have to know. But also now, I gave them responsibilities, because one thing that I still don't play around with is someone who's going to want to book a Repetwah and say, I don't have money. You have to understand, like you say, Miss Cross Night, I'm going to tell them we have an event on Saturday. They have to decide between Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But la period, they eat my food. They wear my clothes basically. So I didn't play when it comes to Indo Yobana Uzoti. Yo, I want you on the event. especially umuntu who is going to say it's going to help you for your exposure. That always flit me, like been pamanisa island. I remember this one time in Kwalanga, I met this lady who was telling me ubana they want me to perform in their thing, and then and I know prefane ni partner yake, but the partner was having a session with people that were going to perform in that event. He was being cocky and he was telling us that uzonika wonke lo muntu lapha exposure, and I'm like, I took a taxi from work daya kwaLanga, told people that stay in UCT to go kwaLanga to listen to this guy tell us that uzosinika platform. Who said we needed his platform? And it's a mentality that apekapa we need to get rid of. When you invite me to come perform to your space, you already know my credibility. So don't fuck with me and say you are giving me a platform. Kota ibinguwe that actually invited me to
to come in and entertain the crowd.
So I got a lot of challenges with managing a Repetwah because I had to be the artist, the manager, make sure things go on time, the finances are sorted out, the marketing of the brand is already sorted out. So
So would you say that you are immune to Dibanisa Abantu, and would you say that it has worked for you in your advantage? Because like recently Beku Studio that you guys were pushing, and I'm sure you were like at the center stage of organizing your land.
How to immune to coffee English and Peter like, immune is a virus. So how to immune? What do you mean?
I'm saying like ikuwe like tando Dibanisa something like.
Surprisingly enough, I think I'm an introvert. The introvert. I still am, because if you know me personally, you're gonna see. If you see me at an event, so don't want I want to observe, because I have like I don't cope well with abandoning abazio, but sorry, abandon bazio, I become a clown. I feel like in the nasa skill so Dibanisa abantu in the same space, but I don't think send this graspile is skill so nganyeleki, if I can put it that way.
Free.
And as no, I don't think this graspile yet is skill so nganyeleki. And it's funny, man. These things started happening. I feel like a lot of things changed. Go 2019. 2019 a lot of things changed. I think I became accepting, because it has been dlala. But 2019 I decided, okay, go out, what do you call this word? English. Go out and when you interact with abantu, network. Go out, network, meet new people, brainstorm ideas. So because I'm a late bloomer, I think in the end I late londo, and bending who is a no nonsense person, but when I started networking, I kind of had to learn about, okay, cool, you have to accept a lot of shit from other people, and then when you accept a lot of shit from people don't know when to draw the line. So I'm still in a battle, an internal battle with myself about, okay, how do I bridge the line between understanding ubana I can't do A, B, and C. So.
Now we currently running out of time. I want us to talk about as artists. Tell us about this one, Inzongbani.
Okay.
And then the other one.
Okay. So this is a jacket. Sure everyone knows. I got Mr. Price. So, but this was done by Olwetu the Handsome, I think, on Instagram. The brother does amazing work. This is actually my picture. He did this naye wayenza la era yakho phala Mekwe. He changed it to Magwa. He stays apa eLusaka. Amazing artist. If you want someone to do something like this for you, he actually, I think a week after he did this, Somizi's mother passed away, and he did artwork ka mama ka Somizi no tata ka Somizi, and his Instagram just blew up and his prices went up after that because they good demand obviously. But if you want someone to do such a thing for you, who always to the handsome on Instagram,
this one
le yenzo ngomnyosisi ohlala apha emahulweni enyanga East, uzinto clothing yabo. If you want such a thing, it's very nice. It's a jacket, but it's got a whole pocket where you can put even your wallet, your laptop, and everything else yabo apemba. Yama nebroke yayo ke phofu qha ibroke yayo sepha kude. So yeah, it's just me saying I embrace into zabantu yabona and represent iKapa yabo. So yeah, that's what it is.
Before we wrap up before we wrap up, before we came to studio before we came to the studio, we're talking about one of the episodes that I shot. And then you said something about him saying Indo or yo or resonator now. What was that?
Should I speak now about
yeah.
Okay. But now, okay, let's first have this discussion. If I say this, does this not make him seem some type of way kwabanye abantu that have prospects of actually engaging with him? Because it's like we said, we had this conversation on the side and something was triggered, but now we didn't actually get to a conclusion. Yobana, should I say this? Is it not going to get people as much as it's gonna get people to see? Oh, yo, let's go back to that to that interview and see what he said. But obviously, this conversation that we have now is gonna make people wanna go to that video and check it out. But now, what I'm asking is, does that not ideally make abantu that would like to have future prospects with him doubt engaging with him? If you think
to be honest with you,
if I brutally say
the way I view it when I am, sometimes we shouldn't expect people to be good, like to everyone, you understand? So sometimes the situation usuka kuyo yayinto eyenzeke at that time probably is not the same person anymore, or else
a leopard never changes its skin. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. No, I'm gonna move on that one. Tell us the
No, I've said it. So if you check the previous episode athetha ngayo uCoffee, you understand what this conversation was all about and why ingafuna uphuma egusheni. But now what I heard is that use head from pana pa, whereas it was something that was said in Dihleli Rumin. So I feel like I can disappear in a room of kukwabantu by 1,000, and maybe omnye umntu would say something and not understand when he captured Shile. And how I captured it is, if you can say into enje nanje about omnye umntu Dihleli pa, then easily I can leave this house and you say something about me. So that's why the man. Yeah.
I noticed that when you were talking about the Repetwah, there's a name that you didn't mention at all, but you were working with him. What's the relationship between you and Yonelisa?
Oh no, there's no relationship. So like I said, 2019, I lost a lot of people in my life. I lost my brother, I lost loved ones, I lost friends, I lost a job, which was feeding me and providing a lot for and my family. Uyonelisa and his wife were one of the people that were there for me. Literally, I think 2020, I was working at an NGO. I was earning peanuts compared to what I was earning. So I couldn't provide for my family no more. So imali biphela phakathi enyangeni. So they were one of the people that would be like, yo, siyakwazi ucinga kakhulu, come stay with us, yabona, and I would do that. But then there's a thing that I didn't like between Bona that would happen, and I would always ask them not to do it in front of me. But when it happened on my birthday, which was on the 4th of December 2020, I was with them, and then they had an argument. So I got up the next day, and like I said, I don't have a gray area. I got up and I said, okay, you know what, I think this is the last time, this is where I cut the relationship, because I can't ask Kofi to not dangle his dick when I'm around, and then he still does that. So I decided, okay, cool, I'm out. But then I don't think they took it the right way, because a text was sent to me which I responded to, and I thought they understood where I was coming from, but I saw ndiboniswa ngumuntu phofu ku Facebook uba uyonelisa sent wrote a status on Facebook uba na kukho umuntu ebemnceda last year. This is a message that was written this year. Umuntu ebemnceda last year, and bengayazi ba umbambele isixiba for not going to umngcwabo webrother yakhe, whereas yena he doesn't even attend imingcwabo yefamily yakhe. And that pissed me off, because this was a person that was there for me the whole year. And the reason why I did not want to be in the same space with him was because of what he was having, what was happening in his personal space. And then for him to use my brother's death as a Facebook post was fucked up. So I quickly screenshotted that message and I sent it to him. Do not use my brother's death as a Facebook post. That is fucked up. Which he apologized and said he would like us to meet. And as the man that he is, I was expecting him hardy about that, but I saw him at an event, and when he saw me, he went out. So I was like, okay, cool, clearly he's not sorry about what he posted. So there's no yeah, he was a very instrumental member of the band Repetwah. Yeah, like we did a lot. I love his family, I love his wife, but I think he's into akhonto zingahambi ziphele yabo. So I think that relationship reached its sour end, and it is what it is. It's all in the past. I don't keep his kliba game, so if I was see, then.
But tell me what triggered Jet Li? Cause Jet Li,
Jet Li, I don't even see anything about Jet Li. Like Jemaben Sichom, I don't feel like I don't think I have, unless you can correct me on this, I don't think I have a social impact, Kakul. So whatever I said, it's just me saying whatever I'm saying, but like unobabantu hebilela
like so for me there should be inspiration
for Jet Li. That's just me playing around with words and just saying what's on top of my head.
And we are the Africans.
Ne?
Stellenbosch.
Delft my bro.
Oh, Delft.
Delft my bro.
Oh,
so in lunch, okay, so how I used to trick my mind into not being hungry. Lunch benhlala ne light zamagongo yabo. So must because back was a netball court. amajita ngodaki bebedlala ibhola pha
yeah.
ibhola ndikhule ku-academy. It's what I do Monday to Monday yabo. So ndiphuma esigela ndiyebholeni yabo, but xa ndifika esigela ndiqonda okay something of high intensity. That's why ngazange ndajola nojola esigela. Ngelunch bendidlala namagongo mna i-touch rugby ndingene eklasini ndimanzi itoxo. So what goes who's gonna wanna go. So i-Afrikaans comes from there. Bendihlala eDelft nase-Stellenbosch ndihlala eKromari, then i-Afrikaans nazifundela because ekhaya besithetha isiXhosa, and then i-next door neighbor yami bilibhulu besinga-understandani but we were close friends. So tata mavele wathi ya xa ithetha ubuvele uthi ya, so yonke into beyithetha besithi ya ndathi ndayixela. So I just ndithanda isiXhosa. In my raps you hear isiXhosa, English, Afrikaans, Zulu, Tswana here and there. So South African.
I know we're running out of time, but I missed this one. Football career yako, like how it started. Are you still playing? Where are you playing right now?
I'm just playing to lose a bit of this fat. But soccer is still my first love. It's actually what introduced me to umculo. I grew up playing soccer. Apha eNyanga ndadlala team okuthiwa Blackbirds yabo. And then from Blackbirds I moved to Goalkeepers Academy Farouk Abrams, and then I would come to Elokishini, and it actually gave me a platform. The reason why I don't drink or smoke is growing up in an academy, you were being taught how to be a professionally, and then I got a bursary through. I went to university because of, I would like to think Ingondo, but the passion and the respect and the drive to want to be a professional. So it's been a part of my life until I would go to Ekasi, and then Ubuntu Chobela was friends with a friend of mine, K-Pauls, so he used to rehearse Paglo K-Pauls, and I was like, okay, cool.
K-Pauls. Yeah. Shout out to K-Pauls.
So I was like, okay, cool. Man, yo, so that's how I fell in love with writing.
Okay.
And then obviously because I studied journalism, so the writing aspect became broader, and then I started doing hip hop and poetry.
Away. Now man, let's wrap up. I think Upatu funeka pina buye. Upatu must come back. Guys, I would like to say thank you again to you and Akhron Manam to pull through. This platform is growing, and not everyone is like ufunukuza up. We get cancellations, last minute issues, I understand, but people like you, when I say Ngcela uze, you come through, understand, and I value you, understand, and for you to make your things when I am, it's all about doing it, understand, living it, understand. We dream for a lot of things that we would like to do for ourselves, but and also I've learned it from you is to start something. But started no matter what you have, understand. For example, now we're doing this thing. In closing, like about sportsmanship, man, like water all the time.
I choose a vaccine. In closing, whatever target that you have set for yourself, if you are not certain that you will reach the end goal, try to get somewhere with it, because it is sad to say I wish I coulda, shoulda, woulda. That is so fucked up. Like, if you have a target, if you have a passion, if you have a dream, go for it, attack it, but don't go. I don't like Lando Atumdu. This is all or nothing. I believe that everyone always has a plan B, but we always act like plan B way to is non-existent. But all I'm saying is, if you have a passion for something, do it wholeheartedly. Do not doubt yourself, because abantu will doubt yourself. People will doubt you. Whatever you do, there's always going to be people that doubt you. So whatever you set your mind to, just try and achieve it. In the near future. but I could have done there, I would have done there, I wish I should have done there.
Oh yeah, man. You heard it from Samora Makwa. I don't know put anymore. Like yo, that's my backlash. Wrong. I'm learning, guys, as I've said. Since put a sianga corner, man. It's your boy Car from out in Cape Town. Ekukuleta Barcelona machocho bengla ukine pole. South Africa, man. I'll see you Kylie Cha Fashion Week. Yeah.
Benenkebe zemilomo nje. Bayakuhleba onkebeshe. Bayakuyuta zingawe oko.
You look like the part that I just pissed on. Watched a lot of people taking shots, I finna came on. They thought I was sleeping, my city needed to switch on. I can never quit on my journey, I gotta get on. Ooh, pride, jokes on you. You can have a lot of friends, but they go turn on you. I got demons in my mind, I can go dead on you. I just wanna get the gold, maybe a medal too. Saki. I don't have a bucket list, I put them on a bucket. I can sound white, but I can fuck you like a ducky. Squeezing on this nigga, they be cracking like a ducky. Ooh, why you gotta go so hard? Told these lame niggas we gon' flex so hard. Killing on this nigga like the Escobar. I'm humble as fuck, I'm a mad lion, give no fucks, nigga. Pissing on these pussy ass niggas. Cape Town is a city with a bunch of ass kisses. A lot of fake people that be acting like the Jesus, oh Jesus. I cut to the chase like a pair of Caesars, Everybody knows everybody. They be acting body like they laugh at a party. They can watch a nigga die, then they laugh at your body. I just wish a nigga would, then I'm banging a body, nigga.
Kodwa wena ziyakulilisa bona bahlekisa ngazo. Suba hoya babulise ngoku benepende ezikhosi.